Hi guys, I'm Akubia and this is yet another episode of
Tips for Affiliates.
And I am going to be talking to you today about how to hack your productivity to make sure you never slack again. So it's just going to be a quick one today to make sure that you can get back to work today, because I assume at some point or another you've been working, you've been doing something that you're supposed to do, and then you started going onto YouTube, started clicking on related videos, started on your Instagram feed, your Facebook feed, and started scrolling. Before you know it, half an hour's gone by. This is exactly what we need to get out of if we want to try and be successful, because ultimate focus on your goal is absolutely key. The issue is that not many people can focus for more than an hour at a time these days. Maybe 60 years ago might have been different when your grandma was in school, but it's super difficult these days because there's so many distractions, so many things at the click of a button that just take your attention away. And like I say, before you know it, your whole day has gone by and you've done nothing but scroll and eat. So today I've got a little hack for you that can actually help you maintain concentration for a prolonged amount of time. When you're learning, when you're working, when you're trying to get something done, always have this little rhyme in your head. So whenever you're starting work, whenever you've got something to do that needs you to be sat there concentrating for a long amount of time, maybe type this up, print it out, use it as a mantra, say it to yourself constantly over and over again. It's a very easy thing to learn and will help you immensely. As soon as you get distracted, take a step back. That is the tactic. Jeez. Should release a tune on that one. This basically will help you maintain concentration for a long time. Now, it seems counterproductive because as soon as you get distracted, you actually take a step back. But no, because what most people do, they start getting distracted and you're like, no, I need to focus on this. It doesn't really work like that, because as soon as you're forcing yourself to concentrate on something, niggly little things in the back of your mind will start popping up and you'll automatically start procrastinating. What you need to do, as soon as you see yourself getting distracted, as soon as you see yourself slowing down even slightly, just step away from the computer, step away from the book, put the pen down and do something fun for 5 minutes. Call a friend, call your mum, play with your kids, doodle, listen to some music. Do whatever makes you happy. You could meditate for 5 minutes. You could bust out a few press-ups. You could exercise. You could go for a quick run. Well, a quick sprint around the block. Whatever it is, it just needs to completely take your mind off whatever you're doing, okay? This way, you will actually become so much more productive, because if you're trying to concentrate for 5 hours, what tends to happen is you start concentrating a lot for an hour, and then the concentration and the productivity just... So what you need to understand is that productivity and concentration is actually a finite resource. It's not unlimited. And as soon as you know what your boundaries are, you can actually plan things around it. So if you're trying to concentrate for 5 hours, you've set out a 5-hour time scale that you're going to be doing revision, or you're going to be learning or working at the computer. You need to understand you're not going to be working for 5 hours solid. So as soon as you start to get distracted, take a step back. That is the tactic. Because what happens usually, see what I got here? Pad and a pen, old school. I need to get myself a whiteboard. Anyway, so this is a 5-hour time scale. Hey, good old Sharpie, tell you what. Right, this is a 5-hour time scale. So ideally, you want to be able to concentrate from minute 1 to minute 5 hours. Anyway, so this is basically where you start. Your concentration and productivity is at 100. And so you're trying to get as much concentration as possible in that 5 hours. Now, this line here is impossible. It's never going to happen. What usually happens is this is about half hour in, about an hour in, your concentration just starts diving dramatically. And it stays at the bottom there for the rest of the time. This is how most people revise. This is how most people work throughout the day. But what I'm suggesting you do, this is the same 5 hours here. You start up here. As soon as you get distracted, take a step back. That is the tactic. Oh, jeez, it sounds so good, doesn't it? So you start up here and your concentration's 100, but then it starts plateauing. As soon as you notice it go below 90%, let's say, you take a step back, you do something fun, and it comes back at 100. And then you start work again, and slowly it goes down. You take a step back. You start work again, and you take a step back. You start work again, and you take a step back. So doesn't that look a lot more productive than the previous one? Because basically your concentration is staying way above 90%. This is because every 5 minutes you get a little refresh. Now, for every half an hour work, you don't need a half an hour break. You just need 5 minutes to do something fun, take your mind off it. And so within the 5 hours, you're probably going to be taking about a half an hour break, but you will get a lot more done. Imagine saying to someone, right, I'm going to work 5 hours and only have a half hour break. Impossible. What usually happens is that they do a couple of hours and then they're like, oh, right, I need an hour, I need half an hour, I need to go get some food, whatever it is. That's because their concentration and productivity is so low, they're just procrastinating. That's what we want to get out of. So if you get distracted, take a step back. That is the tactic. Remember that, and I promise you, you will be more productive. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you gained a lot of value from this. I hope it actually changes your life, because that is my intention. If you got some value from this, leave a comment down below saying I helped you, and then maybe we can set up a one-on-one, see if I can help you any more. But other than that, all the best, stay blessed, press the like button, share it, hit the subscribe button, you know all them things, it really helps me out. So all the best, stay blessed, I'm Akubia, I'll see you next time.